Hello and welcome back to Wilderspace Gaming. We are on episode 9 of the Boar Reborn, a Legend of the Five Rings 4th edition actual play game. Tonight we're joined by our usual crew, minus Ben, because he has family things to sort out. So in order of people on my screen, we're going to start with Mr. Ian. Please
As usual, it
introduce
seems.
yourself. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ian. I play Akihiro, who I've been told is the sulky swordsman of the Boar Clan. He's undoubtedly the best swordsman of the Boar Clan, obviously. But there you go. Or certainly of this group, shall I say?
Yeah.
I think there was a master swordsman in the clan, but
Not in the clan, but as one of the guests of the
fair
clan.
enough.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I play Akihiro, the swordsman from the Miyamoto school.
Miss B.
Hi, I'm B. I play Xiaofan, a Shugenja.
Nice and simple. Then it'll be Mr. Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I play Takahiro, who is the better swordsman in the clan on the grounds that he actually can communicate with human beings.
Mr. Kyle.
I'm Carl. I play Ryotaro, the archer and scout of the group/clan.
And finally, Mr. Ken.
I play Takahashi, the other Shugenja, who don't need to worry about who's best because we're all best.
That's right. Shugenja's rule.
So,
Solidarity.
at the end of the last session, you were just preparing to enter the garden where you are going to perform the Stone's Oath for the Jomai's son, Hideo, a couple of the Phoenix guests, and the Mantis guest. And you had shenanigans planned afoot. So let's dive straight back into it. You're doing this in the early evening, so the sun is setting. Beautiful lights today. It's spring evening. The colours of the sun are coming over the mountains, oranges and a little bit purple. And it's a really nice evening for you to actually perform such a new but important ritual for the two Shugenja. In attendance, you do have the Jomai, his daughter Eriko, and his son Hideo. You also have the Mantis, who is Yoritomo Ichigo. Yep. And then you have wait a minute. Where's the NPCs bit? Doesn't matter. The two Phoenix clan members.
What's the name of the mantis guy again?
Yoritomo
Yoritomo.
Ichigo. And the two Phoenix who are in attendance are Isawa Rohitsu, the Shugenja, and he's dragon. Where is his name? I didn't list him down. I have got a name for him.
If you don't mind putting the spelling of them as well in the chat box so we can make notes. If we need
Yes.
them.
Of course. No, doesn't say there. Okay, he's a Shiba. Now let me just put it in
There's
here.
one guy called Shiba Hoji.
I'm looking at the wrong bit. That's why.
Yeah.
There's a guy called someone.
Yeah, Shiba Hojitsu.
Yes.
Yes. In the guest of the ball. I was looking at the scroll, not the actual list of people.
Yeah, I was doing that the same as well. So it's Shiba Jitsu and who?
Isawa Rohitsu.
Isawa Rohitsu. I got that. Sorry.
So this is Shibo Hojitsu on screen now. He is the Bushi, the bodyguard of Isawa Rohitsu, who is the Shugenja. I was looking at the wrong bit. Of course, I was looking at the wrong bit.
And they want to leave or stay? What is their
Yes, they are leaving. Isawa Rohitsu was more than happy to have his journal edited.
that's
Because he's interested in the history of the lands and so on. So he was doing like traditions, older traditions, like stories of etc. And he was happy for his journal to be changed to a village of the old Boar Clan. So that's where he found all this information and stuff. So he's more than happy to do that. Shiba Hijitsu doesn't really say a lot. He's there to protect the Isawa. He takes his job quite seriously, but he does get exasperated sometimes. That's the flighty scholar. Yeah, yeah, classic. And then finally you have Hideo and the Jomai and Isuko.
so.
Nope, one more.
Do we have pictures of them?
You
What
do
Heichi
have
Hideo? It's under
yes.
Boar Clan personalities.
So
There's
this
Jomai.
is Heichi Eriko, who is the daughter of the Jomai. This small picture, actually,
It's the sun, isn't it?
Yeah.
is the son. Yep. And then, of course, you've got the Jomai as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Eriko, as more than anyone out of the five, um, Takahashi has been spending some time with her. She is fairly quiet, but she is not demure. She spends a lot more time concentrating on her artwork in creating statues. Although she's formidable as a fighter as well. As you can imagine, somebody swinging hammers all day to carve stone can swing a hammer to cave a skull.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So all these people are in attendance plus yourselves. And the Jomai stood next to Eriko. Hideo and Yoritomo Ishigo, the mantis, are stood next to each other chatting because they are friends. And then the two Phoenix are stood slightly to the right of them. You can tell that Hideo is quite excited for this, as is Ishigo. They are all patiently waiting for the Shugenja to actually start the whole thing. Just talking quietly amongst themselves.
So I think with the ritual itself, it's performed by the two Shugenja because of the nature of the spell.
We were doing thingamajig first, weren't we?
Yeah, Hideo first.
Hideo first, yeah.
So we'll invite sort of like during the process of this ritual because it's like although it's still a prayer to the kami, it's a little bit long-winded. It's not something that can be done in like an action sort of thing. It's takes a little bit longer than the
The
usual
ritual, isn't it? And
rituals.
we're bouncing off of each other
I
as
think
we call forth the air and earth opposition
and yeah,
elemental kami to work together.
yeah, but in balance with each other.
Yeah.
So I think you're the one that holds the heart of the Twilight
We've got it
Mountains,
written
isn't
down,
it?
haven't we?
Only in sort of meta terms, nothing actually written to the effect of.
Haven't
role playing it out,
Mm.
but the idea of it was that I think Takahashi was going to have the heart of the mountain, or rather, it's a
It's a
piece of
stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a very well crafted stone from the Twilight Mountains that we've kind of called Heart of the Mountain, as it were, to be the anchor for this spell. And Xiaofan will talk them through what the oath is entailing them, what we're asking them to promise, and everything like that. Does that sound right, Ken?
Yep. That sounds good.
Yeah, you were doing it's slightly different to the last time you're doing it
Yeah.
because you're going to imply something. So
Yes.
yeah, you don't have to worry about role playing out the full oath.
No.
You know, that'll be like that's like a
Yeah.
10-minute thing. So, but if you just want to do like the lead up to,
So the part of the ritual, sort of like the beginning part, which is not them actually promising the oaths. Xiaofan explains that she's done with all the others as well, but this one is, as you've noted, slightly different. She will mention, without showing any indication that it has been changed, that this oath will be acting retrospectively. So any information that could have been given out about the Boar Clan will also apply to the repercussions of the spell.
Yep.
Which obviously Hideo shouldn't worry about, as he was born and raised here and has no reason to.
Yeah. I just need to show you the picture of Ishigo. There you go. Has that come up for you yet?
Is this the
No.
one called Yamatura Ishigo?
Yeah.
The green. Yeah, I've already got it up on camera, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I haven't.
I haven't.
Why isn't it doing it?
Just show
Because you already shared it
I
once.
could click
anyway.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've clicked on it, so I can find it again. But
Okay.
Where is it?
it's under the guests of the ball.
Guest of the Boar.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
There it is.
that's it. It popped up that time.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Just so you had some sort of feeling for the guy. Yeah. He is well put together. He's not what you would expect of the Mantis clan because they have a certain reputation. This guy is quite well put together for it. So,
when they're going through the whole ritual,
yeah,
I am keeping an eye on him, on Ichigo, to see what, because he's going to hear the sort of what's being required and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
so I want to just look for anything on his face that betrays him, his the fact that he has already made efforts to try and reveal the location of the Boar Clan, and so is that
yeah, that would either be
sincerity is for lying yourself. So is it
empathy. Empathy would be to see what his reaction is if you have
Yeah,
empathy. Otherwise, it would be an awareness thing.
empathy is an awareness skill, so I've got it.
Yeah.
So
If you've got empathy, go for it.
go for that. Okay.
Yeah. 18.
That was a crap roll, but 18.
Yeah. So.
Still better than 15.
Yeah.
I am unsure as to what it means on his face. I suspect.
He is going to roll.
Deception.
Sorry, without jumping
No.
all over Takehiro's line. No, it's too late. You rolled it. I was about to say, all of us will be looking at him anyway, won't we? Because we're all in the game.
I
Yeah.
won't
No.
be,
You can all make the roll.
concentrating on the spell.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Takahashi.
I hadn't.
Everybody
I
else will
hadn't
probably
done
be
TM
watching
roll.
it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah,
assuming that,
like
that
this.
Yeah.
Akihiro and Ryotaro were also doing the same.
Damn, Akihiro.
Yeah, it's awareness.
Yeah.
It's not bad at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've actually got the empathy skill.
Yeah.
Bloody hell!
He knows when
Just
he's
as I can't
upsetting
express
people, he just
myself, I
can't.
can read other people and understand
Yeah,
other
okay.
people. I just can't express myself.
Oh no.
So, Takahiro, you don't actually notice anything. He doesn't seem to react. He seems to be watching with interest and and he's respecting the moment. Akihiro, you do see him lick his lips a couple of times. That like kind of like a nervous tick. But
Okay.
yeah,
He's not looking for the avenue to run at the moment. Then
not at the moment. No.
I'm actually going to just check around sort of the location and understand. Right, if he does go, which way is he going to go? And try and position myself.
Give me a battle roll. If not battle, then gain straight awareness.
No, I haven't got battle.
Perception. Yes, I haven't got battle. So give me an awareness roll. Straight awareness.
Battlers are skills on perception.
Yeah, no, but one of the
Okay.
beauties of this is that it doesn't have the
Gotcha.
skills and stats don't have to link up. These are the most common stats linked with
Gotcha.
it.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
So, awareness 46. Bloody hell. Yeah. There's because of you'd had this this garden has been made where it looks down the valley. It's on the edge of the cliff, so there's literally just going back into the village that he can go safely. And there's it's not like an enclosed garden. There's no fence or anything like that. It's kind of like an open sort of. It's just coming up to the edge of the cliffs, so it's not closed off or anything like that. There's no hedges surrounding it. It's just a nice peaceful area. So there's no one direct way you could block, as it were, but you can. You see, there's only like two paths, but of course you don't have to go with the path. Yeah.
In which case, I'm going to whatever I think is likely. So I'm going to find a rock, and then go and sit cross-legged, sort of almost like I'm meditating along with the the ritual.
Okay. Sure, no problem. I know what you're going to do with that rock. I know your skill set. So after the 10 minutes of you going through this ritual, you feel that pulse of energy go off, as does Hideo. Who would you like to call up next?
I believe the next person was going to be Ichigo.
Okay.
So we didn't want to give him too much time to fret over it. So, yeah, we'll pull him up, and then I don't know if the nature of the ritual is sort of interchangeable at parts, but if like does Takahashi want to do the speaking part, and then Xiaofan does the other side of it.
One thing I'm going to ask you to do, Xiaofan, is that. Oh, hello.
I don't have dodge.
I just got to. I didn't quite have the battery plugged in. 1 second.
Computer's gonna die.
Aurak sound.
Death from above.
Sorry about that. I didn't ask you to make a sincerity roll.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to put a void point into it because I want it to work.
Do you have any emphasis in sincerity?
I do not have an emphasis in sincerity.
Okay.
So
So do an extra
void point, which is a 1 keep 1, isn't it?
Yes.
So Roll 1, keep 1. And it is trained. Let's hope he
Okay.
doesn't roll high.
Okay. Cool.
Tom, you're
No problem.
aware that your dice
We can see
rolls
your
are
rolls.
visible to us.
Yeah, for some reason, I keep hitting the thing that say like it's a GM roll, but it doesn't come up.
It says
I'm not
GM in the thing. Yeah, you're all right, but it's not hiding it.
I think it's in the options menu.
Yeah. To hide your rolls.
What in the settings up the top?
Yeah.
Dice options. No. Not collection. Doesn't matter. I don't know why it's showing that. I'm not sure why. I don't know why it's coming up. I honestly don't. Because I am a little bit of a Luddite when it comes to this sort of thing.
We'll figure it
So,
out afterwards.
yeah, exactly. Not doing it now. So with that, obviously, as he's as you were coming, as you walk up, the people who did awareness rolls earlier, you can see he's getting a little bit more nervous, and before you start, he actually goes. He leans in to you, Xiaofan, goes, just wanted to check something.
Is there an issue?
Well, obviously, this. I have no problem making the oath for not revealing location, etc. Going forward. That's not an issue whatsoever.
Of course.
But I can't remember what I wrote in my letter that was sent out. I may have let something slip accidentally. I was so excited about potentially being able to rejoin the clan, etc. I don't want to turn to stone for an honest mistake
I don't
before we
believe.
found out the whole thing because you were still planning it, etc.
Well, I'm sure the water kami that deal with memory could potentially help us reveal what this letter had, what had been you'd written into this letter. If you are worried about it, concerned.
I can help you get your memory to fully remember. The prayer of the water kami that Xiaofan mentions allows me to remember with you, and we can remember together.
Unless there is a reason you think that we shouldn't or couldn't do that. And I'm like speaking loud enough. I know he leaned in, but we're very clearly talking out loud about this so others can hear.
He's still keeping his voice down, and
Yeah.
he says, "I am not one for magics in general. The only reason I accepted this is because I'm keen to take my good friend Hideo out to the world and also show him, my homeland, etc., so that he can experience it to bring that information back to his father with what's going on in the world."
Absolutely. Exploring and bringing back knowledge is absolutely fine and perfectly within the limits of the spell. You seem concerned about information leaving us, though.
No, obviously, I won't say anything. This, on my
You
honor.
wouldn't be able to.
Um, it's just that I am worried about what might have been implied or mentioned earlier, without knowing how this ritual was going to be made. As in,
You're one of
this
the
is.
last people to take this ritual. Surely you would have learned of it way before now.
But when I sent the letter, you were still experimenting, and you hadn't codified anything.
So you're saying that you did in fact send a letter that had information. It seems your memory is
It
perhaps not
it
as.
may have implied something. It may not. I honestly can't remember.
I
And Takahashi can complete this.
Kami can help you remember.
I'm not a fan of magics being cast on myself.
I take a full step back from him, sort of like to give distance, so that like opening up the floor for other people to join us,
Yeah.
sort of come closer if they wish to, like the Jomai and that lot. And I'll say, I, you don't see.
Oh, she's frozen.
Although
You didn't seem
she's
to have an issue with it when you accepted the Stone's Oath.
this was through necessity.
This is also through
Learning
necessity.
learning the truth of the letter is also necessity, surely. They are one and the same, part of the same principle of the ritual.
He turns to Hideo and goes, Hideo-san, you must understand my concerns. Uh, I am more than happy to swear on my honor that I will not reveal anything, knowingly or going forward.
But yet you are concerned that you have already revealed something that is against the
Yeah,
express wishes of the Jomai.
yeah, unwittingly, I may have.
I don't think witting or unwitting is a defence in that accusation.
It is through, if it was unwittingly saying that they'd made friends with members of the Boar Clan, and expressing how happy I was in meeting them such a time ago and spending a couple of years with them.
With the ritual, we can adapt it to overcome minor um, errors if they were by accident in the past. But anything,
I don't think it needs to be adapted. I believe that the Jomai's request and instruction was quite clear, just as Takahiro has said.
Regardless of why are you expecting anything but a sea lawyer from the Mantis? Your words are betraying you as you speak. Regardless, everyone knows the rule that no one speaks about the location of the Boar Clan. Regardless of how this spell was put together, it's not. They've not set in the rule. The rule was there in the first place. So, are you telling us you have, wittingly or not, as Takahiro has said, that's the rule? You've broken the rule. We all live by that rule, have done for the years we've been here.
I would be so bold as to say that you cannot do it unwittingly. And I glare at him.
I cannot remember what I said exactly. I may have expressed excitement at being able to write a letter, and an excitement at wanting to introduce my new friends to the world, and especially because the Boar are now a clan once more. Surely that they are an officially recognized clan once more. Then, if I had unwittingly implied anything other than my friendship and gratitude to Hideo and my lord the Jomai, then I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but I do not wish to lose my life and turn into a statue for expressing my gratitude.
But then why do you
To
turn down the compromise that Takahashi has offered? You do
I,
not remember what you said. I think it is imperative for all of the members of the Boar clan present here that we know what you said, even if it was an innocent mistake and you are forgiven for it. I think we need to understand what your innocent mistake was. So I think, as a matter of honor, you should um, uh, you should permit Takahashi and agree to participate in his ritual. I myself am not a fan of magic, but at points it is necessary. I think you should understand. You should participate in his ritual to understand what it is you sent. Surely you do not wish to put your friends here that you spent many years making amongst the Boar at risk by an obviously innocent mistake.
you speak honest and true, and you speak with a passion, and yet your companion, who is new, and we barely know him, he was speaking in accusation. Are people questioning my honor in this
Um,
regard?
I will question your
What
honor.
honour? You're showing no honour. To show honour, be honest. Let us prove whether it is innocent or not. Your actions are saying something completely different to your words. All you need to do is take a simple test. If you can't do that, what honour are you talking about?
My friend here is rather blunt, but he is absolutely correct.
I write it down. The time and date.
That they agreed on something.
No, they agreed on something, yeah.
Swords haven't been drawn yet, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I think I start to back away a little bit further to the sort of like just
Oh, in terms
giving space,
in,
like he's out on a ledge.
okay, in terms, so I mean, I don't know if you if you require like a courtier role or if you're just happy with role play, but I am being very, very polite in my words, but just to be very clear, you know, I don't know if Akihiro's moved, but Akihiro was on one side of the
Yeah.
clearing, I think. So I have moved to stand on the opposite side to Akihiro, so he cannot look at both of us at the same time easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
actually, what's Ryotaro doing?
I'm sitting back and watching this.
He's
Okay,
just enjoying the show.
okay. So yeah, so
Popcorn
I'll be
out.
opposite side of the clearing to Akihiro.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
actually,
I've got my bow on my back if I need to, but I don't think
Yeah,
I need to.
Um,
and actually, sorry. Uh, I think at this point, I mean, technically the Jomai, sorry, not technically, the Jomai outranks us, doesn't he?
yes.
So I shall look to the Jomai for his viewpoint on this, and sort of not sort of almost like physically, physically and politely, sort of almost nod and indicate towards him that his input would be valued.
Jomai nods to you and then says, Yoitomo-san, you have been a friend to my son for the past few years. You have been a active participant in the daily lives of the Heichi. You have been on patrol with my men. I trust you. However, in this regard, I believe my Hatamoto, apologies, my lord's Hatamoto, are correct. You should participate in this memory recall of our two Shugenja friends. Ichigo replies, My Lord Jomai, you have known my aversion to magics. In fact, it's one of the great things I found amongst the Heichi, that there were so few here with the ability to speak to the kami, let alone ask them to do such magics. But I feel like my honor is now in question by these newcomers, these people who you do not know. And he looks to especially be Akihiro, because Akihiro is a bit more blunt. But then you'll also look at Takahiro as well. These two are questioning me personally, and I believe an insult has been made.
I think you, by refusing to divulge what it is that you have sent in this letter, are insulting all of the Boar clan present. I think the insult is by you. Yes, you have an aversion to magic. Unfortunately, that is what is required for you to not take the Stone's Oath. You fear the Stone's Oath, and I would say are squirming to avoid taking it.
We might be newcomers to this section of the Boar clan, but we are in other words, Hatamoto to the daimyo of this clan, to who Jomai has sworn his allegiance. We may be newcomers to the hidden boar, but we're not newcomers to the Boar clan. Our standing's not in question here, not with the Jomai.
At this point,
Yours,
I'll step back as well, a bit delayed, realizing what's going on a little bit late, and step back to Xiaofan.
Love it.
my friend here, he's a very true follower of honour. Perhaps not quite so much.
Then maybe your honourable friends would rather test my words and my truth in a more physical way.
If you feel that is necessary, then so be it.
He turns to the Jomai and says, "My Lord Jomai, your the newly appointed Hatamoto to the clan has offered insult, and I wish to me and my own honor. I wish to ensure that my honor is upheld, and I ask permission to teach this puppy a lesson."
This guy.
The Jomai will look directly at you, Takahiro.
My Lord Jomai, this person has brought insult to the entire of the Boar Clan, including yourself and your son and your daughter, who he claims as friends. He has clearly written something revealing our location in a letter, and has refused to reveal what it says, that we may then attempt to make amends for what he has written. I think it is only just that that insult be addressed. If he will um, not resolve it through the perfectly acceptable offer of some form of kami ritual to restore his memory, then there is no other choice. I am very happy to accept his challenge, and we shall see what a puppy can do.
He looks from you to Ichigo and goes, "And let us deal with this now and stop wasting time."
I should turn actually to Takashi and Zafan. If we do, will it be problematic to do the ritual here if we resolve this matter of honor here first?
I do not think the Kami are bothered by blood.
Not if it won't be an issue if it's not part of the blessing that we do later.
Okay. Can I just check something game mechanics wise?
Yes.
When do void spent recover?
Next day,
Ah,
after
next
sleep,
day.
dawn.
So I think I've spent a void. And I spent a void on the journey, I think, to do a divination.
Then you did it we did it one divination on yesterday morning
So
because you didn't do anything today.
so
Because you didn't do a divination on this day.
so I've got no void spent.
Correct.
Okay, lovely.
Lovely jubbly.
Yeah.
Lovely.
The Joe might just say,
Takahiro.
I do not wish to see either my clan or my friends weakened too much. Uh, First blood. Do not take it any further than that.
Understood.
Okay.
May I understand though, um, uh, Master Mantis, when you lose this, what does that mean? Does that mean that you will take the oath? Does that mean that you will permit Takahashi to do the ritual? Or does that mean that you will never leave here?
When I win and put the puppy in its place, I will be leaving here with my honor intact and my word given. That going forward, I would not be speaking about this place.
Right, out of character then, can we actually give that permission? Because I thought the Jomai has, not the Jomai, the
The daimyo.
the daimyo has specified that he
We
can't.
can't give that permission. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's talking straight to you.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also then says, and then you will learn, child, that there are people out there that may not look as beautiful as you, may not have the same braggadocio about what you have done in the past, prancing around, strutting.
He's threatened. He's so threatened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As a player, I'm a little confused whether I can actually, whether his demands that this means he can go is something I need to argue against or not. But
It's completely up to you if you feel like you should argue against it, or if you should just remain quiet, or if you whatever you wish.
We can sort that out after the fight.
yes, I had a feeling that should
Yeah.
I not win this, that Akihiro might try and resolve it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Um,
here's a question. So
so all I shall say is, please remember that the demo of the Boar Clan has specified that none may leave who have not taken the Stone's Oath. Let us begin.
okay, here's a question for you.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you wearing your armor?
Oh bloody hell! Of course I am.
Okay.
We came into this knowing, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Um,
open for it. We're sole point to push him into a duel so he can hack his fucking head off.
yeah. So this
Well,
guy
he
is
can.
not wearing armor.
Right.
Okay.
So if I wear armor and he is not, that is me being dishonorable, correct?
It might be perceived that way, but it's completely up to you.
I shall say, one moment, please allow me to remove my armor. And I shall start removing my armor.
Okay.
Leave your boots on.
What, my open-toed sandals that we know are fucking useless.
No.
that's a health and safety violation. That is.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely, definitely.
Still toe caps.
No. So you can see Eriko goes over to him, and she's talking quietly to him. And
No,
hello.
we lost Kyle.
Where's last Kyle? Yeah, he'll be back in a second. Those of you with a decent awareness, you'll see that she hesitantly reaches her. She starts to reach her hand up, and then she drops it. And he seems firm in what he's saying.
So she's a Bushi, isn't she? She's not a Shugenja.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. The crab, the boar have no Shugenja.
Yeah, I thought that
Have
was the
no
case.
true Shugenja. They have you two plus
The demo.
they have the daimyo, and within the hidden boar, the only Shugenja were the ones with the guests. But you've identified two people. This is how you started your school. Yep.
We started to train, have we?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but you've only identified two. They're not even rank 1 yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they in the
Go on.
school though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are in the school.
Yeah. Yes, B.
I want to do a spell.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be super subtle, super secret.
Okay.
So come through my school's training.
Okay. So that means
And
no verbal, no somatic.
yeah, it's completely secret. It's
Okay.
like nobody who knows. It's called ebbing strength. And I would reduce one of my physical attributes to boost Takahiro's attribute. in return.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Right.
Okay.
Uh,
But
right.
uh,
I'm going to ask because it's the first time you've cast this spell that I are on Takahiro. Is that correct?
it's not. I have done it before when we were in the
Right.
in fact it was Takahiro then as well with
Okay.
the oh was it Takahiro actually? In the thing we did at the very beginning. The trials, whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Andy, do you remember
I remember having a spell cast on me that improved
in
my
physical stats?
not physical stats. No, I don't. I don't.
No.
But if that happened in the first thing,
Oh,
that's my
that's
memory.
Ben 10's touch. So I have done Ben 10's touch to you before, definitely, because you were talking. I
Yeah.
think actually it might have been an NPC. I think it might have been Doe that I did it to
Right.
for the physical stat.
Okay.
Because it was something to do with
Uh,
getting past a course something.
okay.
Remember that, yeah.
So nobody
Yeah.
knows. Okay. In that case, how am I going to do this? Because obviously you would feel that. So I would
Yeah,
say,
that's what I was clarifying beforehand. Like,
yeah.
would
So
he feel it, even if it's not obvious to anybody else?
Which stat are you
he
increasing?
Reflexes, because Iaijutsu duels run off of reflexes.
so I would say he has a chance to. Um.
Would it be his awareness against my spellcraft?
Yeah, I was thinking that, to be honest. That might be the best way of doing it. Tell you what, let's just do target them.
Sorry, this is my aware. This is me to spot it's being done on me.
Yes, is to feel the spell settling on you. Let's.
I'm trying to not let him figure it out because
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
want
in
to
that
insult
case,
his
Don't
honor.
worry.
It'll just be the ancient Kakita blade that I carry.
okay,
Yeah.
just in that case,
Oh
yeah,
no!
give me a spellcraft roll.
Okay.
Okay, right, and then Andy, give me a awareness roll.
Straight
low.
awareness.
Straight awareness.
Roll low.
I tried not to.
Yeah. Okay,
Cool,
so you don't feel this happening. Okay,
cool. In that case, I
so
increase your reflexes goes up by 1.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it'll be +1 and keep 1 on whatever your into.
just
Some-
put your actual reflexes up by 1 for
Yeah.
now, and then
So
after
now
the duel, you can just drop
Put
it
my
down
and
again.
I
reflexes up by
lose
1.
1 reflex. So
Yeah.
my reflex goes down for the
Yeah.
duration. But I will do it because I believe it only lasts 3 rounds, so I would do it just as it's about
Yeah.
to go off, sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay. So when you finally stripped off all of your armor and you're down to the cloth base layers,
Mhm.
so please take your armor TN off of armor to be taken off of your TN to be hit.
Yeah, but your
Yeah.
reflexes should make your TN big now anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. That's balanced. That. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You stand opposite each other at the traditional distance, so you're both within striking distance.
Mhm.
The wind also drops down as you start assessing your opponents. Okay. So you take center stance.
Yes.
Okay. Right. What is your insight rank?
What? As in my rank of my character?
Yes.
3.
So that is 15, 25. Okay. As is that one. So okay. Um,
Just.
ti-
Okay. I've got loads of stuff that adds to Iaijutsu duels.
yeah, that's right. I'm just about to say.
Yeah,
So the first round is the assessment of your opponent.
Okay.
Okay. The target number you are aiming for
Yep.
is 25.
Okay.
But hang on. For every raise you put into it, please tell me.
Right. So, am I rolling still Iaijutsu based on my reflexes?
It's a Iaijutsu awareness roll.
So that flips to awareness.
Yep.
So I need to change that to awareness. Okay. And then my awareness is 3. Okay, so it's not the best. I have, however, an emphasis. I've got 2 emphases already with Iaijutsu. I've got focus and assessment. So
Roll with emphasis.
roll with
because
emphasis, and
yeah.
I'm rolling. I've got Iaijutsu 4, so and awareness of 3, so I'm rolling 7, keep 3.
Yep.
Yep. Now, I just want to check what other things I've. So my my school techniques. I've got Way of the Crane. I get a bonus to my initiative and a bonus to attack and focus when in center stance.
Yep.
I've got
So
Speed of
you
Lightning,
not
that's not relevant, and First
Yeah.
and Last Strike. Okay, so
right. You're in the assessment stage.
so none of
Then
that
it's
applies yet. None of
yeah.
that applies yet.
Then the next stage is the focus stage.
Okay, and if I spend a
Okay.
void point on this, that
Yep.
would add a 1 keep 1, correct?
Yes.
And what is the purpose of the assessment stage?
So the assessment, yep. If you hit the target number,
Yeah.
you can choose one piece of information out of 6. For every raise you put into it, you get a second piece of information. So it'd be like their void, the reflexes, their skill level, the emphasis, if they have any emphasis, the current number of void points, and their current wound level.
Right. And my target number is 25.
Correct.
And when you roll with emphasis, what does that mean?
It means you reroll ones.
Reroll ones. Okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm only keeping 3. So I think I'm just going to go for the base of 25.
Okay.
I'm not going to go for any roll raises. So, and I roll with emphasis, which is that one.
Are you putting a void into it?
No, I'm going to save the void for. Can you put more than one void point into a skill roll?
No, you can only spend
No.
one void at a time.
And this is just first blood. So
You want to win it.
yeah. So I essentially want to go first. So I might as well put a void
And
point into it and try and
might
get.
as well.
Yeah, but I'm going to send a void point. So there, so I add to it a roll an extra 1 and keep an extra 1,
Yeah.
and I will go for 1 raise then.
Okay. Target number 30.
Target number 30.
He's not.
God.
Okay. You still only get 2 pieces of information,
Yes.
though. Okay.
So go through the list again.
Hang a second. I just got to roll as well. 26. Cool. Whew, I didn't put any races in. So, okay. So you get their void, or their reflexes, their skill level, any emphases, their current void points, or their current wound levels. So you can ignore the wound level because you're both healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just his reflexes and his skill level, I think, are the 2 most important things.
Okay. So his skill level in Iaijutsu is 5.
God.
Yeah. And his reflexes are 4.
Jesus, he's better than me.
Yeah.
Don't think like that.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
How much is your reflexes at the moment?
No, currently 5.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Come on. You used to be the Emerald Champion.
And you can still. You used to be the Emerald Champion. Wow. And you can still put a void point onto that, so that'll make it keep.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But you did beat his score by 10, so you get another bonus. Okay.
So I get a third one, or
No. On your focus roll
Yep.
in a second,
Yep.
you get a bonus of 1 keep 1.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It's like a stacking system. That's cool.
Yeah. So obviously he went for your Iaijutsu skill, which is 4.
Yep.
Yep. So he thinks he's the better swordsman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Make him cocky.
My perpetual
And he-
problem in life.
Yeah.
There's
So
always
he-
a better swordsman around.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
notices you and and your stance, etc., and he goes, and yet you won the Topaz Championship with that stance.
Sorry, Topaz champion. my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I shall
Right.
not say anything because to do so shows that you are in fear and breaking concentration.
Okay. Cool. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Cool. Right.
Right. So the next we do
Okay.
focus, correct?
Correct. Okay. So both characters enter the focus stage on the initiative turn of the faster duelist.
So, but this should turn on the.
Of the faster duelist.
Should we reroll
Yeah.
initiative then?
Yes. So I'll just roll that quickly.
Right. So initiative is.
It should already be. It's under the information page,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that went up by
And-
1. I've got
and that
initiative.
will automatic. You don't need to do anything. It'll automatically calculate it in.
Right.
Yep.
Now. But the. Okay.
Um.
The.
Yeah. So
Can
you.
I spend
but,
a void point on initiative?
if you wish, yes.
Because.
But you're in the focus. So it's initiative thing. Yep. So that means you've automatically got a 1 keep 1 modifier.
To my initiative roll.
Yeah, to all of the focus roll.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will, in that case. No, I'm going to put a void point in because it's only to first blood. I want to get the first attack, and no, I'll save the void. I'll save my void point.
Okay.
So,
So in that case,
add
when it says
one keep one
ro-
because of the focus. Yeah.
yeah, just on 1 keep bonus, the modifiers is just a flat modifier.
Yeah, I've got an 8 on that.
Yeah.
So I then roll the initiative one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right, that did not. I've got some error message come up. This may not roll correct.
And boozle overload.
Oh, I don't have I haven't got a token selected.
Ah.
I need
Okay.
to
Yeah.
put my token on the map. Hang on a sec.
Okay. Yeah. You do that.
If it's to first blood, then are you keeping your void point for damage? I mean,
No,
like for when you
my
actually
attack.
hit for the attack.
Yeah, this is
What that actually hit? Oh, okay.
yeah to make sure
Alright.
I hit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Right, so I think I'm then pressing that one.
Oh, you used a void point for both. Or have you all used?
I've used
Well-
one. I've used one for the
Oh,
assessment.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't near that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
And then I rolled
Cool.
50, Ian.
Yeah. Okay. So you're focusing on each other at the moment, and you're sort of settling more into your center stance, and you're getting in touch with that part of you which is the calm core of you.
Mhm.
So you're now going to do an Iaijutsu void roll.
Is this for the
Okay.
focus?
This is for the focus.
Right. So
Yep.
I have Way of the Crane, and that gives me plus 1 keep 1 plus school rank to attack and focus when in center stance.
Yes.
So that's 1 keep 1 plus my school rank is 3.
So again on so when you go onto your skills,
Yep. I need to change
Yep.
I need to change my Iaijutsu to being void.
yep,
Oh, not will pay, you twat. Void. And
Yep.
then I've got. Does the one keep one from the assessment bit continue?
Yes,
And
it
I've got
does.
plus an extra one keep one because
Yep.
of my
School.
way of the crane, and then an extra
Yep.
and a flat modifier of 3.
Correct. So
And
just alter those out
yep, and I
to
also
2,
have
2, and then
yep. So now 2, 2, 3.
yep.
Yep, and I have focus as an emphasis as well.
So roll with emphasis.
Right. So let me just sorry, I've got another thing.
Bamboozle.
This is it. This is the moment he's been waiting for. It's the,
That's
it's
it.
the
Oh,
switch
full
lie.
character.
himself up now.
I've also got first and last strike. May strike first in a duel if win the Iaijutsu stroke void roll by a difference of 3 or higher. Gain a
Yeah.
free raise on a strike for each additional margin of 3 instead of 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so none of that's applying at the moment, correct?
No, correct. So
Okay.
Until
you
you
have
made the roll.
So let me
it's
just make the
until
emphasis
after
roll
with the
then.
roll. Yeah.
I'm not putting my void point into this. I'm
Okay.
doing left the attack. Okay,
So
49.
okay. This guy as well. Okay. So 49 to 22 is 27 difference. Divided by 3 is 7, 8, 9. You've effectively got 9 free raises. Okay.
Nice.
He's going down.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. You've
All the raises
so,
in, Andy.
right.
Put him all in damage. It was
Yeah.
only
All of
first
them.
blood. The fact I took
Yeah.
his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
obviously-
it's awesome.
Yeah.
so obviously you've earned the right to make the first strike.
Yep.
Yep. You gain a free raise towards your strike roll. So you've got 9 free raises in your Iaijutsu reflexes roll.
So it's back to reflexes.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, let me just take all this bonus stuff off.
Yep.
What raises can you get in Iaijutsu this part?
So and
'Cause
I've
could
just
you
got
just
I've got
target
Test it
one
with your
thing?
blade.
I've got
Yeah.
9 free raises.
Basically, so in the combat maneuvers, you got called shots, disarm. You can do an extra attack as well.
Oh my
'cause
god,
you've got-
disarm him.
You
That
can
would
do
be so fucking
feints,
funny.
knockdown, increased damage.
All 9 on increased damage.
You could
and
do it. No, you could do all of them. Literally, knock him down, disarm him, pull his pants down,
Sorry, it's that sheet, isn't it?
embarrass him in front of the class.
If
Yeah.
you want to put all
So
9 in increased and damage, do the one strike
Um,
like Ian this says, and just go cut a jugular or something. An artery, like first right, but kills him dead.
Okay. As a character to the other players, do you think that Takahiro is ever going to have a chance of marriage with Eriko?
Oh, yeah, probably. We've been working on it.
Let's
I'm not.
figure
Stuff
him
and
then.
I'm not-
Eriko have.
Because I think she's sweet on this guy, and I'm about to kill him.
He's
So
definitely sweet on the guy.
So,
Cut his
what-
nose off.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, what I think is that you should embarrass him. Don't put any raises in damage. You should, in fact, when you roll damage, take the lowest. So you're absolutely insulting him with like the nick of blood, right? But knock him on his ass,
okay,
disarm him, just embarrass him, and then he'll have to admit defeat to not only the puppy, but have to admit that he has to do this water ritual thing, which will reveal obviously the details of this
that we already know.
thing, or he will say that he's done it.
Mhm.
So
So right, so
Carve your initials
I
into
hope he
his
says
cheek.
that he's done it.
okay,
Zorro.
so
Yeah.
so Tom, what I'd actually quite like to do is to and I don't know. So I've got 9 raises to put in somewhere. What I'd like to do is I'd like to attempt to disarm him and then give him a very, very visual, hideous scar across his sliced across his nose or something like that, so that
T on his forehead. Yeah.
no,
a
that,
T on his forehead.
no, but something something where you've I mean, ideally I'd blind him, but
you
but
can go for an eye if you wish.
what's that?
4
Sure.
raises.
And what is chopping off his nose?
4 raises. Its nose is about the same size of an eye, so 4 raises. Of your 9 free raises.
And it's 3 for disarming.
Correct.
And can I put raises into attack as well?
Yeah, if you want to put your own raises in as well.
No. These 3 raises. Sorry, I can't. These don't add to the actual my chance to roll my rolls to attack. No. Okay, they're purely for manoeuvres.
Yes.
Would skillfully carve your name into his cheek.
You can
So
knock him down for 2 as well.
yes, that's what I was going to say. So if I knock him down for 2, disarm him for
Yeah.
another 3, that's 5, and then
Scar across the eye.
yeah.
Or across
You
the
want
mouth
to
because he's a
disfigure
liar.
him. Yeah, you want to disfigure him.
Yeah, so he
badly.
has a lisp for the rest of his life. Yeah.
Yes,
You're not-
please.
He's got to have the look of shame for the rest of his life. Do
Yeah,
something
well,
to
Do you
yeah.
not do a
leave a
scar
mark.
right down his face and catch the eyeball so it bursts?
Ew. Ken.
Disfigure him badly. He'll have a lip up here, a chin down there, bloody eye.
Right.
Castle
I'm
him.
going to attempt to hit him in the face and disfigure him, which I think we said was 4. Whether that's taking out an eye or a nose, or we'll figure out how will I do on the dice roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Are you putting any raises in yourself?
Right. So this is the function of raises myself would be to get extra things like this or extra damage.
Correct.
I don't. What am I rolling here? Currently, am I just rolling straight Iaijutsu reflexes?
Yes.
No, there's no other bonuses carrying over from the focus because that's all been resolved in those 9.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. So I
I
don't think there's. I think I just want to make sure I hit.
no, you do
Oh,
actually, because you're in the center stance.
Yep.
You get a 1 keep 1 plus your void ring to your attack roll.
Okay. I'm also going to put my last void point in.
Okay, so that means it's a 2 keep 2 bonus plus the number of your void ring, which is 2.
No, not 3 at all.
Don't you also get a bonus on it on your Iaijutsu attack because of your crane?
Yeah.
I thought you said that added.
I
you
also
should
get
do
to
that.
attack. So I also get a 1 keep 1 plus my
Another
school
1 keep
rank
1
to attack
Go on.
when in center
1
stance
keep
as
1.
well.
That's another 3.
Okay, so that's another. So that's an additional 3 keep 3 plus 5.
Yeah. Shit.
So my reflex is currently 5. So I'm rolling 4, 9, 12. So
That means you. keep
does
an
that.
extra-
Does it do that automatically?
I think so. You should be rolling 10, and then you keep an extra 1 because you're 2 dice over.
Know if it does or not.
Yeah. So I'm going to be keeping 5, 6, 9.
10 keep 9.
Plus
If
5.
you don't win this,
Right. I think I should put a
I
cut.
think you need to retire the fucking character if you
Yeah,
don't.
there is a chance that he can roll really badly and not hit him.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a chance.
Yeah.
there is a chance.
Yeah. That's without putting any void point, not putting any raises in. So, are you putting any raises in yourself?
What can I do with those raises? Just purely, really, either add more maneuvers or increase damage.
Pretty much. Yeah.
There's no
There's
point.
no point. You've
Why
already got
make it
nine.
harder
Yeah.
for yourself?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
see. I can't see. I want
Yeah,
to
so you
absolutely
can-
guarantee the attack. Right. This is normal. This is not with. I don't have an emphasis on attack. So
yeah. So
Okay.
again, so with void, you gain a bonus to a roll. You increase your skill rank from 0 to 1 to avoid untrained skill penalties. Reduce the amount of wounds suffered. Increase your armor target number to be hit. Swap your initiative score and increase your initiative score.
if I hit him, is the combat therefore over and he does not attack me, or does he still get to attack me but afterwards? Are we working on the assumption I'm going first, by
Yeah.
the way? I'm assuming with my 51 initiative roll, I am going first.
In a duel to first blood, the second duelist has lost the duel if you strike him.
Yep.
Yeah, because striking after first blood is considered extremely dishonourable.
Okay. Right.
So
Yeah.
as long as you hit him with this roll, you've won. Doesn't matter how much
I,
damage.
I'm just worried. Do I need to put something into blocking just in case he maliciously tries to hit me? Right, I'm just going to go for it. No raises, straight attack with all these bonuses.
Okay.
58.
58. Yo. No problem with that roll. You hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely fine. You, as you draw from the Iaijutsu, you come up. You knock his sword his sword arm as he's starting to draw. You knock his sword arm, and he twists that away. You continue up, and then you bring it down, and on the downward strike, you actually carve across his eye, and his mouth, and his chin. Now you need to roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to
Remember,
choose
you can
which one.
take the. Yeah, you get to
And you
choose.
still,
And
you still get to.
And I get to knock him down as well.
Yes, and with that, with that, he falls backwards in shock that this guy did this.
Right.
This is where you roll all exploding damage dice.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
all exploding, and you can't help but kill him.
Right. So I just roll the weapon damage for which it doesn't seem to make a difference overall on this one. So
Nope.
my weapon damage, just to correct, this is in right. It's my because I've got. It should be my strength
plus the weapon. So the weapon is 3 keep 2 as normal. Your Kakita blade just adds to your skills, doesn't it?
No, the Kakita blade I think adds to damage. It's a sacred blade.
Yes.
We shall call it Truth Seeker.
Chin slasher.
Because I'm just worried I've got this in wrong because we've had this problem before. Because I've got down here that my damage is 5 keep 2, but the base damage is 3 keep 2 for
3 keep 2 plus your
Plus
strength.
My strength is 3 though, so that should be 6 keep 2.
6 keep 2.
6 keep 2.
Okay, and then I'm sure have you got sacred? Can you quickly look up sacred blade?
Yes, I'm just looking that up now.
I thought that added an unkept dice to damage.
Sacred weapon, crane.
Yep.
So a crane is actually a 4 keep 2 katana.
Yep.
Yep. So that
so it's
and you may re-roll damage once per Iaijutsu duel.
Yep. Okay. So I'm actually with my 3 strength, I'm doing 7 keep 2, and I can re-roll if I wish.
Yes.
Does that re-roll all dice or re-roll which dice I choose?
It just says re-roll dice.
Okay.
So it just says re-roll damage once per Iaijutsu duel. So we would be, I would assume, all dice.
All of them,
yeah.
Right.
Why were you rolling 10 keep 2?
I don't know.
I think you've added the strength on twice.
I've added the strength on twice, right?
Yeah, so you should
strength on automatically. You don't have to add it.
That's where I fucked up. Okay, so it should
so
just be 4 keep 2, and then it does the strength. Right, let me just re-roll that then.
There you go. So off of that,
is that enough?
The lowest.
The lowest of that would be 6.
Yeah.
Is that enough to give him a permanent scar?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so I shall.
2 or 14. Fuck it, he deserves it.
If you want to, I mean, that's not going to kill him.
It's not going to kill him, is it? He'll have about 40.
Okay, no, He called me a puppy. I'm re-rolling to
Yeah.
see if anything explodes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go for
Yes.
Uh,
it.
Even better.
You're keeping the second one because you said to
No.
re-roll.
But I still do. I'll do 4 points damage. I pulled my blow.
That's so funny.
Jesus Christ.
That's because you're angry about the puppy thing.
Mm.
I told you it was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, rolled 7 dice and you got 4 ones on 7 dice.
And 3 twos as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Um,
I'm going to say, sure, you can absolutely catch his eye, so the side of his eye, so you're not actually going to burst his eye,
Mhm.
but you'll cut his lip as well. So you cut his side of the eye, chin, and then lower lip.
Maybe a little bit of a flick just
Uh,
to detach part of the lip.
A permanent sign of his dishonour and shame.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just say the disarming. I think probably what I've done is I've actually ended up slapping his blade back into its scabbard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Yeah.
And I shall bow to him. So he's on his arse anyway,
He's on his ass.
and hasn't drawn a weapon.
Yeah.
And I shall bow to him and say in my most polite crane manner, because secretly still down, I still have a crane at heart.
Yeah.
And I shall just say,
There's no secret about it.
he thinks it is.
Yeah.
I shall say, beware of puppies.
Forever scared of puppies.
Akihiro's going to walk over and goes, "Oh, that's how that's supposed to work." And shrug and walk up unimpressed.
Amazing.
What does everyone? What does he say? What does everyone else say?
He stands and he bows to you.
Mhm.
And he goes, spits out some blood. And just says, well done, puppy. With a little smirk on his face.
That
And
comes out, well done, puppy.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I can't speak with I can't take half my lip off. Just
Come
for
on,
the
role play, Tom. Put some effort into
Yeah,
it. Go
come
into
on.
the kitchen, get a knife.
No.
No, he's right there.
I'm literally the kitchen is just there.
Don't do it. Don't do
Yes.
it. I was joking.
Um,
Do it. Do it.
but he bows to you and goes, well done, puppy.
So you agree that you must take this spell then?
I will take the oath.
I think we need to do the spell. I want to know exactly what it is that you have sent. Wouldn't you? And I sort of gesture to everybody else.
The Jomai actually says, let's let him take the oath.
I want to try and convince the Jomai that the thingy spell is necessary because the stone's oath won't do what we've said.
Yeah. I know this.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He goes,
So
he says he cannot remember.
that's true, which we have a spell that will help him to remember. But if we don't know what is in the letter, then it has already been sent by his own admission. He has sent this letter. We need to know exactly what is in it to know if whether or not it is something that we need to deal with. Whether or not he turns to stone.
Eriko actually turns to her father and leans in. And you don't hear what she says. And he looks down, nods at her, and goes, maybe my respect for this man is now greater than it should be. Cast the spell. Jog his memory.
I go to Takahashi, and I say, sort of like I just have a sort of like Shugenja
Confab.
sidebar,
Yeah,
just
sidebar.
Shugenja sidebar, and we both are talking, and I very quietly want to say to him, just go along, and then I'll come back over to thing because we neither of us have that spell. So I'm going to use Mists of Illusion because I read the letter to create the letter, but instead of it being in cipher like it was when I read it, I'm going to put it in plain Rokugani so that the Jomai can read it exactly what he put. So I will do the spell, but make it as if it was this memory spell because we're the only Shugenja here.
No, you're not. The
What's that?
Isuwa is a Shugenja.
Oh, in that case, I will
Yeah.
do the Kami spell as if it was that spell without doing it, and use my Kami's Whispers spell to hide the real one. So it'll be against his whatever, against my spell roll, I guess.
It'll be his spellcraft against your
Um,
your deception.
can
to,
spotting that there are remember there are the two Phoenix present.
Uh-huh.
I shall say to them, I and being my absolute politeness using courtier if necessary. I don't wish to cause any offence, but I think matters pertinent to the security of the Boar Clan are about to be discussed. Thank you for witnessing this duel, but might I request that you withdraw for the moment, and we will conduct, or the Shugenja will conduct your ritual shortly. Do you want a courtier roll for being polite, or is that good enough?
No, I'm going to let that slide because that's smooth. So the Sheba in the armor bows to you, and the Isuwa actually, huh? What? Well, yeah, absolutely not a problem.
He doesn't even want to be here.
Sorry, and he walks off as well.
Had he not realised a duel was going on?
Oh no, he knew duel was going on. Yeah,
Oh, he's the historian, isn't he?
he's the
You
he's the
said that in
scholar.
history.
Yeah.
It's going to be documented somewhere.
Can you remember what the spell's called, B?
Now, I can't remember the name of the actual spell, but obviously, there's so many of these fucking water spells. But even if it doesn't fucking exist, we've said it does, and I'm using a different spell anyway.
It reflects as Panko.
No, that's what I thought it was because
Same.
I've got that, but that's memory of. Oh, hang on, it might be. I might fucking have it actually. After all that,
I've
Path
got
to the Clues.
Reflections of Panku, but it's not.
Oh, it's an item.
It's
an item. The memory of an item.
Right.
So, not a person. It specifically says an object.
Well, you do actually have the original letter still.
Yeah, but I'm not going to show him that I have the letter. That's the whole point of this thing. Otherwise, we
Okay.
would have just revealed it. So I will use the Mists of Illusion spell, and cast it as the Mist of Illusions. Now that the other Shugenja are out of the way, to again, and this is not ciphered, so this will reveal itself in plain Rokugani, not as he's written it. So whether or not he reacts to that is another thing.
So you're doing it without the cipher in place.
Without the yes, So it's
cipher.
it's essentially I want the Jomai to read exactly what he put with that, like removing the cipher, because I had to do that big old check for the cipher, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me the text for Mists of Illusion. What level is it? Level
It's a level 1 spell.
water
I
spell,
have
yeah.
no. This is air spell, so it's
Ah,
my
okay.
affinity. I've mastered the spell, so technically can cast without.
That gives you can cast it without the
There you go.
scroll.
There you go.
Are you
It's in
pulling
here.
this? Are you pulling the scroll out?
Yeah, I'll no, I won't. I won't pull out the scroll because obviously someone might recognize that it's.
Okay.
I think the other Shugenja here, which is now just Takahashi, will probably almost certainly recognize this as an air spell. Whether or not he knows Mist of Illusion, obviously, blah blah blah. But this is. I will be creating a copy of the letter in front of him, and so I'll get him to kneel down, and I'll put my hand above his head without touching him and act like I'm creating like bringing forth his memories by creating this letter that's outlaid in front of him for the Jomai to read and anybody else
Okay.
that's close enough, to be honest. And it's deciphered, it's in plain Rokugani, exactly what he put.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check something. What skills have you got that you're going to put forward to be able to do this?
Okay,
This
so
trickery.
this trickery. I will probably say, hang on, let me look at my skills. It's likely deception, if that's a skill.
There's sincerity
Uh,
that's
sincerity could be
Yeah,
sincerity.
because that's got the emphasis of deceit.
Oh, that's perfect then. I will go with sincerity. And I will put a void point into it for an extra one, keep one.
Okay.
So that's 2 voids spent. Um, alternatively, I have calligraphy cipher.
Nope.
But anyway, no, you
Nope.
sure? Okay,
Yeah.
one, keep one. And trained. 34.
34. Cool. So they're gonna have to see. Let's do him as a roll. For that. He's not a Shugenja though. Do you know what? I shouldn't have rolled that as just a straight thing because there's another Shugenja. So yeah. So the only person who could potentially see if it is a different spell is actually Takahashi. Does he want to do a check or not?
Not bothered.
Okay. Cool. No problem. So you pull forward and manifest this image of the scroll that he wrote. And obviously he only sees the back. He would see the. How are you presenting it? Are you presenting it to him or to other people?
Well, I want other people to read it
Okay.
specifically, but it depends wherever people are. So if I'm standing with him and
Yeah.
then
So
looking at the Jomai, it will be facing the Jomai
yeah,
away
that's
from
fine. So
him.
it's facing. It will just be facing away from him. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. The Jomai reaches out to actually try and grasp it, and his hand passes through the illusion. So he just steps
Yeah.
closer and starts reading it. And you can see on his face this anger coming over. And
Is
he.
Eriko reading it?
Yes. And she is getting angry as
is
well.
Hideo reading it.
Yeah. And
They're all there. So.
Hideo isn't because he can't get in because he's obviously Jomai and Eriko. I can see it clearly.
Just for relevant, just for in case it's relevant,
Yeah.
I've stood to one side, and all I've done is flick the blood off my sword, but I've not my katana, but I've not yet sheathed it.
Okay. Cool. So the Jomai reads in there the fact that that Ishiko has said about he couldn't bear, he should be out hunting riches for the mantis. That was quite clear from what he said earlier. But he has said that he has developed a plan because he's found out how much mineral wealth is in the lair.
He also
He-
mentions the taxes in it and how to
Yes.
get it.
Yep. And he also mentions his desire to take control of the lair through marrying Erica. And if there are some accidents along the way, he's not too worried about it. Yep. It does reveal the location of the lair and some of its defenses as well. And the Jomai and Eriko, they're both getting angry at this. And as she says, it was a lie? You're only doing this for political and monetary values? You never liked me? And he actually looks, and Ishigo goes, no. I do like you. Yeah, I have feelings for you, which one of the things I was going to ask permission from my daimyo is if I could ask for your hand in marriage and see if something could be arranged officially between two minor clans. I'm sure that the Mantis would love to have an official alliance with the Boar. And you are the Boar.
If this is the representation of all the mantis, I'm not sure that we wish to be allied with them.
But I didn't reveal anything.
Reveal what?
I didn't reveal anything. I didn't say anything. I mean, I don't think I said anything. I mean, what is in there that, that is anything apart from I think this would be a good thing, and I have feelings for her, and I would welcome the Boar into the Empire.
Can I
He,
turn the image?
yeah,
I don't know if it's part of the spell.
yeah. No, I'll
Hang on.
allow it. Yeah, I'll allow
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I literally turn it so that he can read it.
Yeah. He reads it. He goes, "No, I did not write that. I did not write that. That is a fabrication.
You did not write this. You did not mean these words.
I did not write those words. You are
I don't know
putting
whether
words into this. That
can the Jomai do to find out whether he's lying or not. I know it's
sure.
NPC against NPC, but
Sure, I want to get. Let me just give the sincerity roll.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't do that.
trying to trick him into being found out now because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah. Sincerity with emphasis.
Because he's good at lying.
29. Okay, and then let me have a look at the Jomai. Oh, sure. Why isn't there jealousy? Awareness. So that is 4.
When
So
you
there's
sign a
4.
letter, you seal it with your chop, don't you?
No.
How,
The only person that has to sign anything, seal it with a chop, is when it's like an official order.
okay. So
Yep.
okay, there's nothing the equivalent of a signature that couldn't be faked or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Okay, so let me do this. That's so this will be 29. He's Wednesday that he doesn't have an empathy. It's 20. The Jomai turns to you and says, "Well, he says he did not do this. He says those are words that you've put into his memory."
Are you saying that I have fabricated this?
He is saying that. I want to hear from your mouth that you are not fabricating it.
I am using only his memories, his words that he used in that letter.
Give me a sincerity roll.
It's not a lie.
I know it's not a lie, but it's still a
So it's
sincerity
just
roll. Because so sincerity isn't
Okay.
just about lying. Sincerity is about getting people
Gotcha.
to believe you.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
More persuasion.
Persuasion
Yeah. So
as well.
yeah. So sincerity is kind of a mixture between lying
Yeah,
and
because there is
persuasion.
a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, sincerity. I've rolled now. So
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to do the same again. He's going to roll. Oh. Oh. Hang on. Yeah. He. No. It wouldn't. He doesn't have empathy, so it's untrained. So it doesn't explode. You lucky so and so.
what?
Yeah. So he actually rolled a 31, but
Oh,
one of them was a 10.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't explode because it's just straight. It's like an untrained empathy roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have empathy, so it's a 0. Um, he turns back to Ishigo and goes, "You tried to hide from this. You tried to get away from this. The Kami saw fit to put Takahiro in your way. You have disappointed me. You have broken the rules." And he looks to Takahiro with his sword drawn, and he goes, "Send his head to the mantis."
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
We're fucked now. He's got to kill him. That's
yeah.
it. It's all.
You've got to try.
I'm going to tell you that. Right, okay. So I'm going to allow this because he's not going to resist. There's no roll needed.
Oh, he doesn't actually resist.
No, he's
He's
not
been
resisting at
dishonest.
this point. There's no point in him doing anything. He can't get away. He can't do anything. He knows that he is lost. You know, this is an obvious thing. And he simply settles his clothes around him, places his swords next to him, and just bows his head. And that's where we're going to leave it. As you take his head
Okay.
and it
I was actually-
bounces.
I was actually going to say, I shall say any final words from your lying mouth, but then chop his head off before he can answer.
I
Can
do
I
that.
run in and kick it across the?
Yeah.
No.
Well, one running.
Yeah.
Oi!
waddling
Sorry.
Can I
across.
waddle across
Sorry.
and miss
Yeah.
hit it and kick his body over, insulting everybody
I
there?
land on him, sumo style.
Yeah.
Blood
Sorry.
everywhere.
Actually, no. One more thing does happen. A bird lands on Xiaofan's shoulder, and that's it. That is literally where we're going to end it. Thank you very much, folks.
I kill it.
We're going to see you next time, whenever we can get together again.
Yeah.
Thank you once again, and
Thanks
good
all.
night.
Thanks all.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
Right.
you.
Bye.
No.